Hello, my name is Ozgur. I'm from Turkey, and actually, I was like a very typical environmentalist before, and then I had the chance to attend to UNFCCC conference in Bonn in 2016. And at there, I saw that there are those people basically gathering and talking about climate, but they are using the excuse of climate change in order to implement their own agenda on, let's say, identity politics, left-wing politics, redistribution, and so on. For example, there was a side event about technology, and there were literally two participants for that. While there is like a cultural thing, it was like filled with 300 people. And at that point, I noticed that in the classical sense, climate activism doesn't care about the climate much. And then I started to to think about this on my own perspective, and I saw that even with a Rothbardian perspective, you can defend some climate, let's say, regulations or things like that. So I think this is a very important issue, and since we love to swim against the tides, this is not the case. Sadly, most of the people are care about the climate. This is why we are with my friend and partner Israfil. We have started a free market environmentalist policy making center for the Freedom Research Association. We have been working it for like a couple of months, and we have interns and so on. And also we have a very strong communication team. We are on the social media and we are on the national media, but not on this topic because we are having a difficulty about it. So when it comes to regulations against the alcohol or bans on, when it comes to economic policies, and when it comes to, let's say, freedom of speech and so on, there are like centralized knowledge bases. There are places that we can take examples, but for free market environmentalism, I think we are having difficulties in order to find a model, find a role model or any like draft or something like that. So this is why actually I choose to attend this section, because I really need your help on this. I'm not just saying that we should go in this together, but I will try to talk to everybody who is working on this topic, and I would like to ask for resources, reports, papers, whatever that we can read, consume, and translate into Turkish, and we will use it in our campaigns as well, because we already managed to change Turkish people's mind on alcohol consumption and some other things as well. So as a, I think, very successful think tank based in Turkey, as a Freedom Research Association, we really can make that change happen. And we are already have this strength in communication, but we need just the theory and the support from our international partners on that.
Thanks very much.
That's I really appreciate that. And, if you can be part of this coalition, you will hear lots of ideas about, environmental policies, and certainly let's connect, and I'll share stuff with you. There are other people in this room that you should connect with as well, like our gentleman from PERC back there. Maybe you can say a little bit about their program. There are different flavors of free market environmentalism. Grace Richardson Fund, it really looks at policy innovation in this area. So we're talking about things that are, really, a little bit very new ideas in the field. PERC has been around for a long, long time and has, really established what the core of free market environmentalism is all about. I actually, personal story, I actually was on the grants board of the Smith Richardson Foundation when we approved our first grants to PERC, and I actively championed for those grants because I thought it was a very important, that goes back to the 1980s.